Hello Internet, it is I, Rick, also known as Shroom, S-Shroom, or the real S-Shroom on Twitch, and the 30th anniversary event in Las Vegas is coming up this weekend, so it's time to get in some last-minute practice. I've got all of my cards purchased for my decks. I have spent way too much money on cards in the last week. I purchased like a 4th EDH deck. I purchased a 2nd Modern deck in addition to the one that I'm going to play tonight. I got some upgrades for my other decks. I got a Shieldred for my Karlov of the Ghost Council EDH deck. I got a Emrakul, the Promised End for my Anya Falconwrath EDH deck. And I decided my Izzet deck needed another land, so I picked up a Volcanic Island. Got a good deal on it. It was only like $500, but that's definitely the most I've ever spent on a tiny piece of cardboard. But anyway, I'm all set to go to Las Vegas, and this week I'm going to be getting in some last-minute practice before the tourneys. Try to do as well as I can. So let's take a look at what we're doing tonight. Hello. So one of the decks I'm going to be bringing to Las Vegas for the Modern events is this Dimir Eldrazi deck, which I played on the channel previously once. This is an updated version of it with some different cards than that version. So it's Dimir Control. We've got our counter spells, counterspell. We've got one Thassa's Intervention main deck, which is a card I like. It's not a card that's commonly played in Modern, but from the first run-through of the deck, it seemed like the deck needed some more card draw. So I always value versatility in cards. So this is a card draw spell that's also a counter spell. So I actually kind of like this card. It's not really generally considered Modern playable, and it's possible that this should be just like a third opt, or maybe even Archmage's Charm, although the mana is a little difficult for that, but it is what it is. I'm playing this in Vegas. We got it here. Also have a Drown in the Loch, which is a counterspell that also doubles as removal. And of course, we've got our Disruption, our hand Disruption, discard, 3 Thoughtseize, 3 Inquisition, 1 Liliana of the Veil, 2 Turashes, which makes the mana a little tricky since we pretty much always want to kick this card so that we get the random discard effect, but can be extremely powerful if we can kick it successfully. So we've got counters, discard, we've got card draw, a couple of ops, a couple of memory deluges, Jace the Mind Sculptor, and the aforementioned Thassa's Intervention. And one thing that I like to do with control decks is to play good threats, like I'll tap down for a turn to play a decent threat. I don't like to just, try to find a planeswalker and ride it to victory, just like counter your thing, kill your thing, counter thing, kill your thing. I actually like to deploy threats that can end the game relatively quickly. So that's where the Eldrazi part of the deck comes in. We've got 4 Thought-Knot Seers and 3 Reality Smashers in the main. And these are cards that synergize very well with the overall plan of disruption for the deck. As Thought-Knot Seer, it discards a card from our opponent's hand when it ETBs. Reality Smasher, to kill it, my opponent has to discard a card to target it with a spell. But if we've Thoughtseized away, all their best stuff, or possibly even all their cards, Thoughtseize, Inquisition, Turok, they won't be able to kill this, or they'll have to sacrifice a key piece to their game plan to kill the Reality Smasher. So these 2 creatures, while being good threats that can win the game relatively quickly on their own, also synergize with the overall plan of disruption. And then I've got some just generally good stuff, creatures. I've got a couple of Dothy Voidwalkers, which are just kind of a busted card. MH2, of course, needless to say. And they serve as great main board graveyard hate also, which I like, because there are a lot of graveyard synergies in Modern currently. But they're also just, 3/2 unblockable creatures that can do something totally crazy in some circumstances if we manage to get some critical pieces in our opponent's graveyard. So that's the threat aspect of it. And then, of course, we have our removal. We are a black deck, so we've got a couple of Fatal Pushes. 1 Eliminate. I really like this card as a removal piece because Teferi, Time Raveler, and Wrenn and 6 are so commonly played. I like having a 2 mana instant speed way to just kill those walkers, no questions asked. Also got a Murderous Rider, which is, I wanted another just like kill anything effect, so I decided to go with Murderous Rider because it can also be a life-linking creature in some cases that can be relevant. Sometimes I don't even play the Swift End part of it, I just play it as a 2/3 lifelinker. So that's the plan. We're going to interact with our opponents every region of the game. We're going to make them discard cards from their hand. We're going to remove their stuff on the battlefield. We're going to counter their stuff on the stack. We're going to draw cards with our card advantage pieces to keep the pieces flowing and to make sure that we get things in the right order. Sideboard has got a couple of Narsets against control. Collective Brutality is against aggro decks. Also, I will probably bring this in against control, just because it can be another piece that makes them discard like a counterspell or something. Couple of Feed the Swords against enchantments. Also, I was kind of questioning this card after the last league, but of course this card just destroys Urza's Saga. So, and it costs 0 life to do so. So I think for that reason, it's actually a really good card to have in the deck. Because otherwise, Urza's Saga and like artifacts in general are kind of difficult for me to interact with. One Go for the Throat is for Murktide region decks. Kind of wish I had a second one, but I'm just running one for now. Hopefully between that and my main board pieces, I'll be able to deal with Murktides. Ritual of Soot is the sweeper of choice for this deck. It doesn't kill any of my Eldrazi, but kills pretty much everything that people play in Modern right now otherwise, so that's why it's good. Erebos' Intervention, as well as 2 Ashioks, are my graveyard hate pieces. Remember, I do also have the 2 main board Dothi Voidwalkers. I really like Erebos' Intervention as a graveyard hate piece because it also doubles as removal against aggressive decks that can gain us some life. And Ashiok, it's a little slow for a graveyard hate piece, but I do like the way that it interacts with some decks. Like in particular, like there are some decks that like to use a lot of fetch lands. Like the money pile decks are still out there, you know, despite Yorion being banned, which is a good thing overall. Those decks are still out there. They're still playing tons of fetch lands. There's a bunch of domain decks out there right now that are playing Leyline Binding that use a bunch of fetch lands. So Ashiok is good against those types of decks as well. Unmoored Ego comes in against combo. Damping Sphere against Tron and decks that like to multi-spell. Engineered Explosives is another piece against Urza Saga and other artifact-heavy decks. It's actually very good at removing lots of really cheap things at the same time. So that's the overall plan. We're going to interact. We're going to lay down some big fat Eldrazi. Oh, the mana base, there's 25 lands. Notable are, there's 3 Sunken Ruins, this filter land. So one problem with the deck, which will come up from time to time, is that, you know, we're basically a 3-color deck. We're colorless, blue, and black. But there's actually no fetchable land that produces colorless plus an additional color. And I can't really play a waste in the deck because I can't have too many lands that are not able to produce any colors whatsoever. I'm already running 3 Eldrazi Temple just because cheating out Thought-Knot Seers and Reality Smashers early is just a tried and true tactic that's extremely powerful. But that's about the limit of what I can go as far as like lands that can only produce colorless mana. So for other colorless lands, I've got a Field of Ruin. I've got 3 Underground Rivers, which is the Pain land that can produce colorless mana. And I do have these 3 Sunken Ruins, which is kind of cool because this lets me do things like turn 1, play a Swamp and Thoughtseize. Turn 2, play this, and I still have Counterspell mana up, which is cool. I also have an Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, because we do lean a little heavy on black since we're trying to kick Turash whenever we play it. So we want to be able to generate that 3 black mana despite our colorless mana base. So this deck can have mana problems sometimes because of the colorless requirements. But with some good running, that won't happen to us in this league or at Las Vegas. And in any case, this is what I'm bringing. It's my own brew. Going to be happy to play it out however it goes in Vegas. I believe that the first time we played this, we won Ford, the league that we play. So let's see if we can do better than that. Let's see if we can maybe like get a winning record. And if you like this deck, if you like this content and decks like this that are off kilter, off meta, please do subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment down below in the comments section on YouTube. Thanks. Let's get to some matches. We are on the play against Randpack 17. GLHF. How's that looking? I think we need this. Oh no, we had it like where it's the same height as the webcam, basically. That ought to do. Okay, so this is a one-lander. We got a mulligan, unfortunately. This is an even worse one-lander that we have to mulligan, unfortunately. All right, well, looks like we're stuck on 5 our very first game. That's not great. We'll keep this. We'll bottom probably Fatal Push and Field of Ruin or Island. Probably Island, actually. Keep a colorless source. Flagstones. Uh-oh. That's scary. So, our 5-card, 2-land hand is about to get Ponza'd. So, I guess that means I'm keeping the land on top. I think I'll play Field of Ruin, because I would rather lose that if they're going to LD me on turn 2 than Underground River. They'll go for the Watery Grave, though. If they, like, Boom Bust or something, Cleansing Wildfire. Okay. They're just ramping. For now. Sunken Ruins. Now I'll play the Underground River, because I'd rather lose that than the Sunken Ruins. Although maybe it'd be better to lose the Sunken Ruins, because it can't produce colors on its own. So if they LD both of my color-producing lands, I could be in trouble. Alright, no play from our opponent. That's good. So, I think I'll just run out JTMS. I don't expect it to live long, but one Brainstorm ought to be helpful. Oh, I dodged Mana Tithe there. They're totally a Mana Tithe deck. Okay. Oh, I have a Brazen Borrower in the library too. I think I forgot to mention that. So what do I want to do next turn? Probably play Thought-Knot Seer. And then draw into Counterspell next, probably. So, fortunately, don't have a fetched available. Fury. Thankfully, they did not have Ephemerate. Okay, so they're a Nahiri deck. So their win con is Nahiri Emrakul. Lotus Field. I suppose that's good with flagstones. Alright, so this Thought-Knot Seer should be good. I've got to deal with that Nahiri. Golos. Okay, so they just got 2 more lands in hand. Lotus Field and Sacred Foundry. Of course, they can rummage. If I lose my Thought-Knot Seer, it's GG, I think. I'll grab Island. So, okay, Eldrazi Temple is excellent. They shuffled away the Brazen Borrower. That means I get to kill Nahiri, which is great. Because then Nahiri doesn't get to kill my Eldrazi and draw a card. So I actually don't know any of the cards in their hand now, because I'm sure they looted away Sacred Foundry. Karn. Gonna get Ensnaring Bridge, which they can actually play right now, of course. Okay, need to find some way to answer that, which would be Brazen Borrower. Yeah, Ensnaring Bridge is annoying. So, do I even play out Dothy? It means that I can't counterspell. I mean, it can't attack. So I think I just hold on to the counter magics and hope to draw my Brazen Borrower. Maybe that Thassa's Intervention should be just Profane Tutor. You will absolutely counter Golos. Drown in the Lock. Again, I can't summon Dothy and hold up counterspells, so I think I just wait. Can't attack anyway. Valakut Awakening, okay. Nahiri, I'll counter with Counterspell, I guess. Using the filter lens is a little weird. I wish I had my Dothy out, but then I would not have been able to counter either of those spells. Okay. Now I can get out Dothy. Blood Sun. Okay, gonna choose what? Eldrazi Temple, Field of Ruin. All lands. Oh, it happens to all lands. Solitude. Yeah, I guess I countered that, right? Boy, they just keep drawing bombs. Now I can turn my Dothy into a Solitude when I need to. Okay, maybe Thassa's Intervention will be good here. I'll get to dig deeply for that Brazen Borrower. Of course, once they replay it, then I have no answer to the Ensnaring Bridge whatsoever. So I guess I need to assemble lethal damage before I bounce it. Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the non-lands. Then sacks the rest. So this will make me sack 2 creatures. I guess I got a counter, unfortunately. One, two, three. X is currently 4. Oh, did I play the wrong mode? Oh no. I chose the wrong mode. I chose the card draw mode. I've never actually used this card on Moto before. So, looks like Cataclysmic is happening. Oh no, no, it worked. That was weird, because the card itself was showing the draw card mode. But it looks like I correctly selected the counterspell mode. Okay, well, Liliana actually makes it much harder for me to ever attack with Ensnaring Bridge, although that's never going to happen anyway. Her ultimate could win the game for me, so I guess I got to play her. There's no way that my 4 and 5 power... They have 1 billion mana. All of their stuff is permanent. There's no way that I'm ever going to be able to attack through Ensnaring Bridge. My only chance is to bounce it. But if I can ultimate Liliana, I can possibly destroy the Ensnaring Bridge. It would be nice to kill this Karn also before it grabs another devastating artifact. There we go, Brazen Borrower. But I don't have lethal damage. But this does let me kill the Karn. I think I gotta go for it, right? What would I be waiting for? Like to draw like a Thoughtseize or something? I can kill Karn and deal 9 damage to them. Yeah, I guess I just gotta get in what I can when I can. This is the most roundabout path to victory imaginable, but it's what we got. Yep, there's the bridge again. Do they have anything in their yard that could help me? They have Fury. That doesn't really help though. Oh, I didn't even cast my my dude. It couldn't attack anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Emrakul. I mean, eventually they're going to get the mana to cast that. So I can ult Lily on my next turn. And then I should win. Wall of Omens. Okay. I don't know. Ulting Lily. So what I can do is I can say you can either have Ensnaring Bridge or all your other permanents. But if they just choose Ensnaring Bridge, I still can't attack. But then maybe they'll draw a bunch of cards they won't be able to cast because they won't have any lands. Maybe I should tick her up one more time. Flagstones. So that I don't lose her and I can alter again. I suppose. So that way, in that scenario, when they keep only the bridge and lose all their permanents, I can alter again and make them make that same choice. I'm using up so much time. Okay. Let's ultimate. So you can have Ensnaring Bridge, or you can have all your other permanents. They keep Ensnaring Bridge. Yep. Okay. So I guess we gotta ult Lily again. Ooh, actually, because I actually have no other way to get rid of deal with the bridge. I don't think. Another Dothy. Turash is just a 2-power creature that can attack. I think I let them keep their hand now. Eliminate. Oh, I'm so dumb. I know what I can do. I can totally win from here. I can totally win from here. So here's what we do. They have a Karn with a void counter on it, right? We cast the Karn. We plus it on the bridge. Oh, but I don't have a way of killing the bridge. It's a 3-drop, right? Oh, I can eliminate it. Phew, good thing that's an eliminate. And not a fatal push. Oh, they ephemerate it, but check it out. All right. I could have done that like a couple of turns ago. I guess I didn't have the removal spell. Okay, Ensnaring Bridge is going to be tough. Unmoored Ego, Engineered Explosives. Do I need anything else? Not really. Fatal Push really isn't very good. They have Furies. They have Nahiri, who's a 4-drop. So I guess I cut Fatal Push. And the Eliminate actually won me that game, but it's not really generally very good. But I think my plan with Ensnaring Bridge is to destroy it with explosives or counter it. Or counter a Karn. Oh, I should have brought in Damping Sphere. Their Lotus Field deck. Gonna have to play tighter in Vegas. I'm also gonna have to play quickly now, because I've only got 10.5 minutes left. Let's get a quick win here. Karn and Nahiri. I will take Karn. Let's get Swamp and Dothy. They have Lightning Helix or something. Oh no, they're just floating mana prior to putting down their Lotus Field? Okay. So I can counter the Nahiri. JTMS. Do I just play a Nahiri? tapped artifact or tapped creature. She does let me loot and eventually give me a free, like, creature? I don't think I need to do that, though. Let's just start taking away cards from them. We can discard our Inquisition. I should have done that pre-combat, because what if they discard, like, a huge bomb? Then I could have stolen it with Dothy. Sacred Foundry. Fury. Gonna kill Lily? Yeah, it's gotta kill Lily. Oh no, they went for Dothy. Okay. So... I make that sound effect whenever I highlight a card that can do something, is that it? So Lily just dies if I don't kill the Fury anyway, so I might as well kill it with her. Land number 4 would be amazing. Golos. I don't like Golos when they have Cascading Cataracts. Ugh. Give me lands, please. Come on, deck. You can do it. Nahiri. Eldrazi Temple would be good. It wouldn't be that great, actually, because... now it's not big enough to kill Nahiri. Ugh. Engineered explosives. That doesn't help. Just like Murderous Rider is what I need now, if that Nahiri lives. Another Golos. Yeah, if we can't kill that Nahiri right now, we get Emrakul. Ah, that's sad. So we got mana screwed. We couldn't draw land number 4. And now they get to ultimate their Nahiri, get an Emrakul, and we just die. Okay. Damping Spear, please. Is Nahiri a Search the Library effect? If only she were 3 mana and not 4, I could eliminate her. Hmm. I want to keep all my Eldrazi. I guess Inquisition actually isn't great against them, because their stuff is all expensive. This is a reasonable hand. I like being able to swamp Sunken Ruins, have Counterspell available. I think I wait on Thoughtseize. Nah, I can Thoughtseize now. No, there's no reason to do it now. I can wait on Thoughtseize. Hold up, so that way I'll have Counterspell up when I cast it. Wall of Omens. I don't care about that too much. Double Blood Sun, Double Fury, Nahiri. And they do have the Lotus Field. So I could take a Blood Sun, counter the second one, but they still have a Flagstones anyway, so they still get one land back. It doesn't set them back too much. I guess I'll take a Fury. Blood Sun. So, do I do Thought-Knot Seer? Take Fury. They tick up Nahiri. I can't counter it. But then if I top a land... I could Jace and plus... I think I like actually just brainstorming. I don't know. I have 2 counterspells in hand. I'm gonna wait. Okay, so tap land. So now they can resolve Nahiri. Alright, I really need a way to deal with her. There we go. This lets me get some damage on her. More cleansing wildfires. Minus Nahiri to exile. Karn. That's bad. but they don't actually have the mana to Ensnaring Bridge right now. So we know they still have a Blood Sun and a Fury. Liquid Metal Coating. They don't have the mana for that either, but I certainly must counter that. Okay, that's a good draw. Because that lets me Thought-Knot Seer. Grab... Oh, they have another Fury. Really? They have 2 Furies. Again. And they do have enough land to Fury plus Liquid Metal Coating. I think I can live through a Liquid Metal Coating, because I can kill Karn. Then I die to the Nahiri, of course. Top decking Reality Smasher would be good. But I wouldn't be able to cast it now. Alright, I gotta kill Karn, because otherwise I lose all my lands. Let's Thoughtseize. Solitude, Blood Sun, they got all the elementals. They're an Ephemerate deck. So I guess I'll just JTMS. Brainstorm. I'll put back Lily plus Smasher. Play this land. I can play Smasher next turn. Kill Thought-Knot Seer. They get to draw a card. Golos. So they don't have the Cascading Cataract. But I have to bounce Golos in order to kill Nahiri. Unfortunately, it does give them another Lotus Field, but they have like infinite mana anyway. Oh, they can search up the Cascading Cataract. No, they search a Lotus Field. Lily's good. Make you sack. Brainstorm. Field of Ruin. Thought-Knot Seer go back on top. Attack you. Valakut Awakening, Boof, what's up, fool? How's it going? Big boofer. Am I actually going to win this match? That'd be crazy. I only have a minute and 20 seconds left. Nahiri, gotta counter that. Golos. Jeez, they are just drawing gasoline. Oh, but check this out. Bounce the Golos. Thought-Knot Seer. Snag Golos. Do I counter Valakut Awakening? I think so. I gotta just make them have the answer off the top of their library next turn. Okay, discard your last card. Attack with all. Don't even have time to brainstorm. Discard your card. Combat. Attack with all. Whew. Did we get there with 5 seconds on the clock? All right. Ooh, wow. Down to literal last seconds, but good win there. Opponent for match 2 is New Black Ow. Are those like chemical symbols or something? NUBLKAU. New Black Gold. And we're on the draw. That's a one-lander. Oops. That is a good hand. I'll bottom Thought-Knot Seer. I'll bottom Counterspell. Murktide. Eldrazi Temple's cool. Oh, it's creativity. That's an annoying hand of cards. I can Thought Seize the creativity. Or I can thought seize expressive iteration and then thought not the following turn the creativity. So they are going to resolve a Fable. Maybe I needed to take the Fable. Yeah, I probably should have taken the Fable. Well, at least they won't have creativity. It's just like Fable by itself can beat you. Probably more threatening than expressive iteration. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Such a fair card. It's being played in Legacy now. You always got to deal with the Fable. That was a big mistake. Leyline Binding as well. I guess I still got to take Indomitable. They'll be able to deal with my TKS. This is a good Ashiok matchup. This card is just all the rage. I think the meta is going to adjust. People are going to start playing a lot more Force of Vigors and Besejus, and then this is going to become bad. Ice on my upkeep. They iced my Eldrazi Temple, okay. Yeah, that mistake is going to cost me the game. I needed to take Fable with my Thought Not Seer. You always need to take Fable. Cycling a Triome. Liliana. I think I'll hold on to Liliana. Actually, she would get them down to one card. But, nah, because they're not going to... I'm thinking if I could wait till they creativity, but when they do it, they're going to sack, like... They're not going to sack their reflection. It just doesn't work. If I minus her, they just sack the 1/1, and she doesn't do much. Yeah, I guess it's not bad to get them to just one card in hand, which will be creativity, I'm sure. Which we can counter. But we have to deal with their creatures, or we're just going to die to these tokens. Expressive iteration? They didn't discard their creativity, did they? No. That pretty much seals the deal for them. So they're going to have another creativity now. I can't believe this card is still legal in Modern. It's crazy. It's so disappointing that the ban was just Yorion. There's so much stuff that needs to be dealt with. Okay, so they have one in hand and they have one in exile. So they can play the one from exile. I can counter it. They still have one in hand. That first match took like almost an hour. That was a long match. Okay, copying their treasure maker, sure. Why not? So they don't have quite enough mana to just do double creativity right now? I don't even know what would save me at this point. I should probably just scoop and not reveal that I play Counterspell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's say I drew Thought Not Seer. I could take the second creativity, and I'd have a 4/4. I could block 1, 2/2, but they'd still get in for 4 damage. And then I would need to top deck again. I think I just scoop. I just can't. Their tokens are going to kill me. All right. Unmoored Ego. Ashiok. Do I want the Ritual of Suits to clean up tokens? I think I want Collective Brutality. Oh, Feed the Swarm for sure. If I'm having to clean up the tokens, something's gone very, very wrong. They are a graveyard deck too, but I've got Ashiok. I'll bring in. I'm not going to bring in the sweepers. I will bring in Erebos' Intervention along with this other spot removal. I'll bring in one sweeper. So Lily's bad. Brazen Bar is actually quite good. Let's cut one Smasher. Dothy's quite good. I like the counter spells. Everything is good against them. Maybe Drown in the Lock since we're going to be hating their graveyard. I'll cut 2 Smashers. Turok is good because he's just disruption. Okay, I'm not gonna bring in Ritual of Suit. I like JTMS. Maybe cut in Opt. Yeah, I don't think I need I'll keep one Eliminate. I'll cut a Fatal Push. One Inquisition, I guess. I don't know. It's possible I might want to sit down and like actually draw up sideboard plans prior to this weekend. This looks good. Go get our Watery Grave. They have an upkeep stop. Probably from last game when they... Did they ice us one time? Or was that the game before? I don't remember. I think they did ice us. That will be handy when I find a colorless source. There's a colorless source. I would really like it if they went for like a Fable here that I could counter and then Thought Not Seer. Play a Fable. You know you want to. It's a good card. Renin 6. Definitely countering that. They could Spell Pierce. Yep, okay. Nothing I can do about that. Eliminate's kind of cool, but I think I like just getting down Thought Not Seer. Teferi, Fable, Spell Pierce, double Leyline Binding. What a hand. What a ridiculous hand. Okay. So you always got to take Fable, right? That's the lesson we learned. You just always got to take Fable. Leyline Binding number 1. They didn't go for Teferi. Ice. Alright, let's go for eliminate on run in 6. Mine. Iteration. I could really use like a Thoughtseize. Actually, a Turok would be great right now. Make them discard Leyline Binding or Teferi plus Spell Pierce? I don't know. Another run in 6. I think we counter that. We don't want them to continuously recycle their lands. Looks like they might be stuck on 4. No, I take it back. Of course, now we don't have an answer to creativity. Thoughtseize? Thought not seer. Well, I have to take... Leyline Binding, because if I don't, they just binding the Thought Not Seer. They can't do it in response because they don't have white mana. Veil of Summer Teferi. That hand is so wrong. It's just so wrong. So we got to take Leyline Binding. So they've got Veil, Spell Pierce, Expressive Iteration, Teferi. Do they just have the creativity now? Yep. And we die. I mean, I can actually kill it. Discard what? Memory Deluge? They have 7 cards in hand. Turok. Alright, I gotta do this while they're tapped out because they have Spell Pierce. Turok is kind of nice if I can stick it because Teferi can't bounce it. They got another ice. Okay. Collective Brutality. I think I'll just cast the Murderous Rider. Because Teferi isn't going to want to bounce that. The other option was Collective Brutality. I could have done... Well, I want to try to resolve Turok. Oh, Teferi did bounce it. Fable! Alright. Let's kick this Turok and hope we get lucky. Veil of Summer? Okay. So they're not going to have to discard. Fire. I think my deck might just need a 26th land. Just doing 2 damage to me. Boy, they drew all 4 fire ices. Those are good. Creativity, yep. GG's. Well, that is one of the best decks in Modern, that's for sure. Good. Alright, we're against Helpful Hobo. On the play, we'll keep. We got stuff we can do. We've got our colors. Crumbling Vestige. Okay. They add a green mana with it. Arboreal Grazer. Oh, is this just a amulet? Urza Saga. Yeah, it looks like amulet. Let's grab Islands and Opt. Thought Not Seer number 2. Probably want something different. Okay. Fatal Push. I don't mind these removal spells that can kill the tokens. Of course, not being able to destroy Urza Saga, there's no way that I can stop the amulet from being played, and that's really bad. Drown in the Lock. Not exactly helpful in this situation. I don't need to shock here. And they fetch Amulet? I don't know. What is it? Sunhome. Yeah, they could still be Amulet, just haven't drawn any green, any forests yet. Oh, Expedition map. There's the Amulet. Alright, let's kill one of these tokens. Should have eliminated there, because that would have allowed me to... Okay. So let's... Oh, I played the wrong land. I needed to play Sunken Ruins there. Jeez. Punt City. Okay. Wow, I did that so wrong. I needed to eliminate last turn so that I could Fatal Push plus Lily now. Ugh, that was so bad. You gotta pay close attention to these things. Alright, so I guess I'm just not doing anything. So now if they have a bounce land, they get a Titan most likely. Okay. Let's kill that. They could, of course, just get another Urza Saga with the map, which is totally reasonable. Yep. Bounce land. Dryad. Okay, we can't kill the Dryad. Beseju Bog. Bajuka Bog, that is. They don't have enough cards in their yard to kill the Dryad yet. Ugh. So I think I have to Thought Knot Seer. Because if they can play a Titan, I just die on the spot. Oh, they have an Azusa Laspa seeking. Another crumbling vestige. Okay, so they don't have it right now. Of course, they do still have Urza's Saga, which, as we know, just wins by itself. Pretty good land. There's a Valakut. That was a good draw for them. They drew the Valakut for the turn. I did this all wrong. Yeah, Drown in the Loch is just not very good against them because they don't put that many cards in their graveyard, and their best creature is a 6-drop. This is not good though. So let's play Lily. Get the 3rd card into their graveyard. Kill the Dryad. Lose to Urza's Saga. Not bad. Land made 2 5/5s and summoned an Amulet of Vigor. We can just yield through this turn. It's going to be a double striking 5/5. Memory Deluge. Need you to put in some work here. Otawara, I don't have the mana for. None of this other stuff does anything, so Urza Saga wins again. Okay, so Amulet Titan. Ashiok is good against them. Unmoored Ego. Feed the Swarm. Engineered Explosives. Go for the Throat actually can't kill artifacts. It can kill the Dryad or the Titan. Drown in the Loch we established is not good. Cut a couple of smashers. We win by disrupting their plan, basically. Damping Sphere is also good against them. Ritual of Soot kills construct tokens and the Dryad. So we're going in like hard removal. Got a counter. Lily's not good here because they always have like multiple creatures around. I don't think Dothy really does much. I'll keep one because they do have powerful cards that I can steal. I think the discard's good. Fatal Push has to be revolted to kill the Dryad. It does kill all the tokens, though. I guess I'll leave it in. Got another counter. Inquisition. Yeah, a lot of their good cards are cheap. Opt and I don't know, Snapcaster. This is a one-lander. Too bad, because it's got. I think Ashiok actually is really good against them, but I have to mulligan this, sadly. And this hand has lands. It doesn't really have anything that's particularly good against them, but I think it's better than 5. Dothy's actually kind of good because it keeps them from like recycling. They don't really recycle their Urzas; they just expedition map to get their backup sagas. I still think this is better than a 5-card hand, so let's bottom. I don't know. Dothy, I guess. Murderous Rider is probably better than Dothy, I believe. They have an upkeep stop. Luxury cardboard rectangles. Grazer. Yep. Graze away. Oh, look, it's Urza Saga. We don't have any of our hate pieces right now. Let's opt. Turok. Not what we're looking for. Thassa's Intervention. Really not what we're looking for. Yep, do your thing, Urza. Make your 2 8/8s and fish out amulet number 2. Bounce land. Damping Sphere's not bad. I think I'm certainly playing that. They get 1 token. They don't even get to produce the 2nd token, right? No, they don't. Sagura Tribe Elder. A tap land. Okay. Let's Thoughtseize, I guess. Take 3 damage. They have a Titan. So they've got Valakut, Vasuva, Slayer's Stronghold. They play Valakut. I do have a Field of Ruin. And I'm just dying to this token, of course, as usual. Urza Saga itself. Okay, Sunken Ruins, not bad. I probably need to ride down the token, unfortunately. I could play Thought-Knot Seer and just hope they don't have another artifact. It's a bit more proactive. I think I like that, actually. Because then that lets me save this for like a Dryad? Possibly? Okay. They just have lands. They can activate that and kill my Thought-Knot Seer. I forgot about the Slayer's Stronghold. So they get in for 5. No, they side against it. Feed the Swarm. Can kill the next Saga. Or I could just kill that token right now and take 0. Probably better to wait for a Saga, though. The mana, my mana's all messed up. Well, I think I'm going to feed the Swarm the token. Nah, I'll ride down the token. In response to them activating Slayer's Stronghold, I'll write it down. Because I want them to use their mana as well. The problem is, if I just feed the Swarm the token, they can start attacking with their other creatures and using Slayer's Stronghold. So, like, I'm still going to take, like, 3 damage. Summoner's Pact. Okay. They don't have the mana for Primeval Titan. Oh, they have double Amulet, that's right. But the Titan costs 7. And this isn't producing double mana. Right? Yep, they don't have the mana for it. That land comes into play. Oh, but the amulet makes it come in untapped. Ugh. Okay, so I needed to... So our opponent has obviously played their deck a ton. I needed to... counter that Summoner's Pact. Because I knew they had the Vesuva in hand. That allowed them to Cappy Cavern of Souls so that I couldn't counter the Titan. And they did have the mana because of double Amulet of Vigor. But they didn't choose any Valakuts. Their deck is messed up, man. It is just so good. It's so good, Titan. Okay, so now we are forced to ride down the Titan. Or Swift End, whatever it's called. Oh, my Damping Sphere shuts down my own filter land. So I can't even cast Swift End now. Okay. So I guess I can't cast Swift End because it would do 3 damage to me. So let's blow up that. And grab a Swamp. And die. Yep, we're dead here. I can't Swift End the Titan. It has Trample. They attack with it. They can trample over my Thought-Knot Seer. Boy, that sucks. Or many Amulet Titan players. That's the deck they play, so they get really, really good at learning all the interactions and stuff. Hard to beat. Okay, we're against Xeno Rift. We're on the play. That's a keep. It's a little slow, but we're on the play. Hopefully we won't run into anything too aggro. Lead on Island. Is this Murktide? Oh, look, it's Ragavan. Can I draw a removal spell, please? No. It's just such a bad feeling when your opponent has turn 1 Ragavan and you don't have an answer. I guess I'm just casting Turach, hoping they don't have any of their, like, 12 removal spells in hand. Terminate. Yep, protect the monkey. That's the name of the game. They exiled Sunken Ruins. They used their treasure to Thoughtseize. Not bad. Well, Brazen Power is better than nothing, I guess. Although they could just Spell Pierce the Petty Theft. But I gotta risk it. I'm prepared for, like, massive salt induction at this tournament. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of super sweaty players. There probably will be a lot of, like, casual players too, kind of like me, brewers. There probably will be a good mix, I would think. It's like one of the biggest modern tournaments ever. Certainly one of the most, like, publicized. But the sweats will definitely be there. They steal Opt. Thoughtseize again. Well, I guess I'm playing this Dothy because I got nothing else I can do. Bolts. They steal Thought-Knot Seer. They do nothing, probably leaving up, like, Archmage's Charm. I still don't draw anything good. I don't know why I didn't use my island for this Opt. I need a way to kill Ragavan, but I'm just not finding it. Gets better after sideboarding. I do have some more removal pieces. So are they Death Shadow, or are they just Grixis Murktide, I wonder? Or just Grixis good cards? They exiled another land. Okay, I guess I'll just go for Fatal Push. Counter. Do I drown in the locket? Do I counter it? I think they, okay, yeah, they're probably Shadow, so I think they just played Round in the Lock for counters. Now they're going to be able to, if they steal anything good, they're going to be able to play it right away because they've got all those treasures. And I need another answer for Ragavan. Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize one of my memory deluges. Turok, which I can't kick. I think I'm just going to main phase this, because I would like to hit a land, too. Counter. That's what happens when you can't kill their 1-drop. You just lose the game. They exiled Island. Pretty good 1-drop. Alright. Let's kick a Turash. Oh, they do have Counterspell. Okay. They don't play Archmage's Charm. They do play Counterspell. I don't know. This doesn't look like a Shadow list. I'd be surprised if it didn't have Murktide. But it could just be a Grixis build of Murktide. Thought Not Seer. Okay. That was a good game. So let's bring in all of the removal. And what else? They've gotta be Murktide. Right? Actually, Ritual of Soot is good against them too, because they're gonna have Ledger Shredders. One. Yeah, I don't think I'm bringing in Graveyard Hate. I have Erebos' Intervention plus the Voidwalkers. I gotta board out some Reality Smashers for the control spells. Hmm. I want my card draw. 3 cuts. Cut and opt. All of this, maybe I don't need Ritual of Soot. I'll bring in 1 Ritual of Soot. 1 last cut. 1 Thoughtseize. Just swap out a Thoughtseize for a Collective Brutality. Well, I can kill a Ragavan, so I guess I'll keep this. Thoughtseize, that's pretty bad if they also have a Ragavan, because they can take our removal spell. Maybe they want to take one of these Eldrazi, though. Even the threat of Ragavan turn 1, like, it's just such a warping card. They took Turok. Because, like, if you know your opponent has Ragavan, like, you cannot keep a hand that doesn't deal with the Ragavan turn 1, like, almost ever. Like, that wasn't really a good hand against them, you know, because it's full of big stuff, but it had the 1 removal spell, so, like, couldn't really say no to it. Okay, so they are Death Shadow. They cycled to Street Wraith. Cycled 2 Street Wraiths. So they have Counterspell Magic now, or mana, but I'm still gonna jam. Ledger Shredder? Oh, Ragavan dashed. They steal the Turok. So I'm gonna go for Reality Smasher. Another counterspell. Yep. Another Memory Deluge. So I guess I'm gonna try to instant speed kill the Ragavan. Thoughtseize. So they take the Erebos' intervention. I mean, hey, why not? Just win with the monkey. I'm just gonna Memory Deluge now. Clear some cards off the top, make sure there's nothing too crazy. Go for the throat plus Collective Brutality, or do I want a counterspell? Probably just go for the throat counterspell. Inquisition. Oops. Maybe I should have waited. Because now they can Inquisition me. But I have 2 removal pieces, so... What was my draw there? Another counterspell. Okay. Somehow our 19 land having opponents has drawn more lands than us, in addition to getting all the free mana from treasures. Expressive iteration? No, just a monkey. Okay. Kill it. They let it go. Have we finally run them out of interaction? Is it possible? Let's Thoughtseize. If they counter, I will not counter back. Oh, double drown in the lock fatal push. Okay. Guess I'll take a drown in the lock. So the draw was a land. Another counterspell. Alright, this very well could get countered. But at least that's the last Drown in the Lock out of their hand. Eventually I'll be able to recast these Memory Deluges. Uh... Thoughtseize plus land, probably? Yeah, I think so. Thoughtseize plus Douthie is a possibility as well. I got a Murderous Rider. Okay. So let's Thoughtseize. Drown in the Lock. Okay. So their hand is Fatal Push plus Unknown. Thoughtseize. I guess I'll counter that because I do want to keep my Murderous Rider. Drown in the Lock. Cool. I mean, I do eventually want to get up to 7 mana. Dauthi. I'll go for a Dauthi. And I will counter their Fatal Push. Because even if they do get down a threat while my shields are down, I have 2 removal spells. Double Fatal Push. Okay. So they have 1 card in hand. I have 3 interactive cards plus 2 Memory Deluges in my graveyard. I think I'm in a good position here. Eventually, I will draw to 7 lands so I can start generating huge card advantage. More counterspells, sure. I'm almost tempted to just cast this Murderous Rider. They are at 6. I think I'm going to do that. I will fetch Island. I only have 2 Watery Grays in the deck. Opponent's thinking about something. Another Dothy? Sweet. Let's cast it. So that any removal spell they cast will get exiled for our later use. Counter. I think I'll counter that back. Mystical Dispute. Okay. They have 1 card in hand. Tainted Indulgence. Okay, they're absolutely a Murktide deck. They draw the removal. Murktide plus Death Shadow? Okay, I can start flashing back Deluges now. Nine Shadow. Stubborn Denial. Gotta kill the Shadow, right? Yeah, gotta kill the Shadow. Stubborn Denial. Counter it. Okay, they drew pretty well there. I still do have another Memory Deluge. Their deck is just every removal. It's just super efficient. It's all just bomb cards. Super interactive. I'll just go for Deluge now while they're tapped out. Alright, let's get Thought Not Seer plus Jace the Mind Sculptor. Murktide. Okay, let's see. So there's the Thought-Knot Seer. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have enough mana to do everything. So first, let's Collective Brutality, Duress you. Just a land. Then let's Jace the Mind Sculptor. Bounce your Regent. Then let's Thought-Knot Seer. Make you discard the Regent. They have a land in hand, and they need to draw an answer to the Thought-Knot Seer. And I have a Jace on the battlefield. Another Regent, which I can also bounce with Jace. They scoop. Okay. Goodness. I actually like the Reality Smashers. What's a cut for them, though? All the counterspells are good. Even this third Thoughtseize is good. Maybe Liliana. Liliana could be good, too. I'll cut a Douthie, a Turok. Actually, one Narset wouldn't be bad either. I'm gonna cut the Douthies plus the Turoks, and we'll go for our Eldrazi's for the win. Okay. If they Thoughtseize away my Eliminate turn 1, I can Inquisition their Monkey. So I guess that's a keep. They're mulling to 5. That's good. Double Eldrazi Temple? I just need to draw some Eldrazi now. I'm gonna grab... I guess I'm gonna Shock. And let's Inquisition. K-Command Counterspell Murktide. Probably take K command. No, I'll take Counterspell. K command actually doesn't do much to us because we boarded out all of our small creatures. It does let them get like a Murktide back, but if they burn a lot of cards from their yard to play the Murktide to begin with, it won't be that big. Okay. Ooh, Reality Smasher. Next turn I can start smashing. They're just leaving their fetches uncracked. K command, Regent to unknown. Okay, one of them was a land. Brazen Borrower. Alright, let's go for a Smasher. We can untap with the Smasher. It'd be pretty good. They're going to have to discard an extra card to remove it as well. They have... The only thing they have that can deal with it really is Terminate. K command, ping me, make me discard. Okay. I'll discard... I don't know. Brazen Borrower? I think Brazen Borrower. I have 2 kill spells for Murktide Regent. And they're not using K command to get it back now, so I'm kind of cool with that. That's one less card they have to discard to the Smasher. Fatal Push. You can't Fatal Push Reality Smasher. It's a 5-drop. Alright, there's the Murktide. Six Murktide. So let's kill it. Oh, alright. Eliminate can't kill the Murktide, but go for the throw can. This has been the most boring match of Magic in my life, my opponent says. Agreed. They scoot. Alright, we got there against Grixis Murktide Shadow control pile. We're 2-2. Alright, we're against Ulfric Games on the play. This is a super slow hand, but we're on the play, so I guess I'll keep it. We can do emergency turn 2 Turash if needed. We've got our Eldrazi. Oh, look, it's Ragavan. See, it's so upsetting, like, when you don't draw your Ragavan and you don't just win. Or, like, heaven forbid, you, like, draw your Ragavan and you play it and you still lose. That's the worst. Probably should have gone for Sunken Ruin there. I can fetch a basic, though. I mean, I just feel like I have to play this Turok. Make them have the removal spell. Whatever chance I can have to not have it hit me. Although it's like 90% certain they have something. They don't. Oh, wow. Okay. I will gladly trade my 2-1 for your 2-1. Douthy. I just kill that now. Blood Moon. So what do we have to deal with Blood Moon? Eldrazi Temple is a mountain. We don't have a waste. Brazen Bower can bounce the Blood Moon. So this is just Rakdos, good stuff. I played against this deck before, it's brutal. We are not great against Blood Moon. Hey, Feed the Swarm also destroys Blood Moon if we have a basic land on the table. A basic Swamp. Fury? Oh, what is this? 4 mana? Oh, they had a Croxa in their yard. Okay. This land, I guess? Urborg, I think, actually works to give us black mana, right? Or does it not? It does not. Okay, so we're not literally dead this turn, but we have 2 turns to answer the Blood Moon and their board. And we'll be at 1 life, so we can scoop. So let's get Intervention. Unmoored Ego. Feed the Swarm. Probably Rituals as well. All their stuff is cheap. Let's lose a couple of Smashers. Ace Smasher. I don't think Thoughtseize is great against them. I'll keep in the Inquisitions. Actually, I want Go for the Throat also. Liliana's not great against them. Thassa's Intervention. Have I even drawn this card? I think I have drawn it like once or twice, but I've never actually played it. But I've got it. I do own it, and it's in my deck. Brazen Borrower can bounce a Blood Moon. Alright, let's cut 2 Smashers. And Dothi is good against them. Turok kind of good against them. I'll cut 1 Turok. Well, this has no removal, so I can't keep it. This is a 1-lander. I can't keep that either. That's much worse than our first hand. Oh no! Well, I have a Fatal Push. If I can draw lands, I can fetch a swamp and feed the Swarm a Blood Moon. I can't go to 4 and expect to win, so I guess I'm keeping this. I'll bottom Memory Deluge, and I guess Murderous Rider. So I need to draw some lands. That was really unfortunate. Ragavan. Go ahead and push that. Nurturing Peatland, okay. I need a fetch land, please. Dothi Voidwalker. Watery Grave. I will have to counter a Blood Moon if it's played here. Okay, they are the they're the scam deck. So, correction, I'll have to counter Grief. Magus of the Moon. Alright, I didn't draw my fetch land in time. That's too bad. We had to mold a 5. Blood Moon is good against us, for no doubt, but like, we have tools against it. Another Douthy can actually cast Counterspell. So we need like a series of good draws here. Oh, they have a Croxa in their yard too. island. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Actually, we're just dead. They have lethal damage on the table. Well, too bad it had to go down that way. 50 play points, you know. I now have enough for another league, so... yeah, that's a 2-3. It's better than a 1-4, which is what we got last time. But I'm okay with it, you know. I'm going to have fun going to Vegas and playing my brews and just seeing what happens. Maybe I'll get lucky. But whatever happens, it will be an enjoyable time. It feels good to have the actual cards, and this will be my first experience playing Magic and paper, so I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm going to have fun. That's the key. But anyway, that's going to do it for this stream. If you enjoyed this, YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, please do like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video. Take care.